Did an annuity ruin their retirement plan? It looks like it. I'm going to show you why you're wrong. Out here, get some beautiful sun on my beautiful pale skin. Need that vitamin D, baby. Vitamin D from that great heat tab in the sky. Going on locals here in a few minutes, so don't forget to join me on locals every 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, so basically we got old Kevin and Ann Sample. They have a $500,000 portfolio. They need 5% a year from a $500,000 portfolio. All right, all their other they're basically saying we have $500,000. We need 5% of this a year, which is $25,000 adjusted for inflation. And like, what's the best way to make this work? All right, they're both 67 years old. Kevin will die at 87. Miss Ann will die at 90. All right, so they were saying, how can we make this work? We need 5% a year from this portfolio until we're dead. All right, so our investment right now is a 70-30 growth-oriented portfolio. We have a 5.5% rate of return expected, median, it's the mean, the average, and we expect a 12% standard deviation. So that's we expect any given year we could be down 31%. We're okay with that risk. All right, and you'll see here, right here, we can go to retirement. It's not going to look good. It's not going to look good at all. 72%. They're like, oh my goodness, that's it. That looks pretty good to me, but be it as it may. We go to cash flows, and we're going to see down here that our expenses, our income, is $30,000 when they're both still alive. They got $30,000 in 2043. Keep that in the back of your mind. $30,000. All right, $30,000. So now what we're going to do instead, we're going to say, can we make that look better by taking $250,000 off this $500,000 and put it into a guaranteed annuity? $250,000. I already ran the numbers from immediateannuities.com, and we'll show you what the income is right here, annuity, and we're going to put it right here. And it's a 20-year in period certain annuity with a 100% survivor benefit. That means as long as one of them is breathing, they're going to get that $16,560 a year on a $250,000 annuity. That's a freaking 6.6% distribution yield, dudes. Pretty good. That's tough to turn away from. Anyway, so as long as one of them is breathing, they're going to get $16,560 for at least 20 years or their life, whichever is longer. 20 years or life, whichever is longer. All right, so let's take a look at here. So it was 72%. Now we're sitting at what? Oh, what? What? 80? What? How could that possibly be? Let's go to cash flows. 16,500 guaranteed money. What? Remember, I forgot what we said. $30,000. Look at that, because they have the 16,560 guaranteed. They need $25,000 a year. They're pulling $8,400 from the other remaining $8,400 divided by 250. Oops, guess it doesn't really. 250. There we go. That's a 3.3% distribution rate. So instead of taking a 5% distribution rate on the entirety, they're taking $250,000 of that, right? And they're putting it into an annuity to give them a guaranteed rate of return that they can't guaranteed income they can't outlive. That gives them a baseline. And that means they reduce the amount needed from the rest of their portfolio from 5% to 3.6 or something like that. 3.36, I think it was. Now that percentage will get higher as they get older because they still need, right here, total outflows, 27,000, 30,000. Let's see here, hold on a second. That's our RMDs right there. So they need expenses of $30,000. They're going to get $10,000. Once their RMDs kick in right there, $11,000. Let's take a look. $11,000 in 2031 on their investment assets. On 2031, $11,000 on 280. $11,000 what they need on 280 is what they got in their portfolio. That's a 3.9. So their distribution rates go up. But because the distribution rates are so low to begin with, it gives them a lot more flexibility to deal with the sequence of return risks. I hope this makes sense, man. This is a big deal if you ask me. So again, I'll show you what happens here. Their portfolio is worth $250,000. We're expecting a 5.5% rate of return. All right, so they need $25,000 from the portfolio, but they get $16,560 guaranteed from the annuity, and it's not inflated either. That means they need $8,436 from the remaining of the portfolio. That money, the amount they're going to need is going to start growing because the annuity is not inflation adjusted. But because they withstood the sequence of return risks in the front part, there's less years for them to get walloped and to lose money when they're at 90 years old, because there's less downside risk. They're shorting the amount of time that the downside risk can affect them. All right, so again, and then we go down here. Our total income is $36,000 in 2043. All right, $36,000 in 2043. Let's go back. Pretend there is no annuity. Our income is $36,000 in 2043. 0. Remember 36, and we're going to go back to here. Net worth $500,000 with no annuity. And let's see what it is. Our total income. $30,000 in 2043. Huh. What? How much are they leaving here? They're leaving downstream $112,000. Let's see how much they're leaving downstream with the annuity income. We're going to go down here, annuity, right there. It's just taking less stress off the portfolio, man. It's all there, I mean, it's literally all there is to it. It's taking less stress off the portfolio. But it's not adjusted for inflation. Yeah, but because there's less stress off the portfolio, the remaining of the portfolio can give us that inflation adjustment. I forgot. We're leaving 116, I think, before. And now we're leaving, how much? Probably less, I think. Yeah, 98. So what, dude? They get higher probability of success even though they're leaving less money. That's how an annuity saved their retirement portfolio. It didn't hurt it. It saved it. All right. Love your thoughts. We'll see you.